Okay, we're gonna be working on my touch with shooting today. My touch referring to kind of the power of the ball, whether I'm missing back rim, missing front rim, you know, all net shots, your touch, your small power. That's what touch kind of is to me. And then gonna take that and then roll it into how well I'm feeling my shot, and which is something I call call shot. Be able to call it. Like as soon as I shoot it, I can say make, or as soon as I shoot it, I can say short or long or whatever. So those two things go together, you know, your touch and your feel, being able to fully understand what's happening with your shot and have that instant feel to know. That's really what I'm working on today. So take you through some of this stuff. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is form shooting. You know, everybody's comfortable with form shooting. And I'm just gonna put a couple of these in the hoop first. Literally just form shots. I'm just trying to feel my hands on the basketball. And you know, every day is something a little different. Okay, so now I'm gonna go into form shooting with the touch drill. So I'm trying to go ahead and miss this ball on the front of the rim with regular arc, just like that. You know, if it hits the front of the rim and then goes in, that's fine. But this right here is all based on how fast or how slow I'm snapping this elbow and wrist. So right now I wanna try to get 5 of these here. That was a little too short. I don't know if it scraped the rim at all, a little too short. So this is, like I said, I'm just doing form shooting, missing 5 on the front of the rim. Then I'm gonna go ahead and snap a little harder now, miss 5 on the back of the rim. And this, as far as touch, as manipulating touch, this is how you do it. You figure out the speed of this. I can show it real exaggerated right now. Look, I can go really, really slow. That ball goes nowhere. I can go really fast. That ball is gonna go way up in the air. Or I can find a medium somewhere right in between there. And that just gives you an idea of how you can manipulate your speed. And that's essentially what you're doing right here, especially if I'm just doing form shooting. You know, it's just front, back, and then middle. Middle would be all net, which is what I'm gonna do next. That's what I'm trying to feel, those 3 different levels, 3 different speeds. And so if I'm missing long in the game, I miss 3 in a row and they hit back rim, I have enough ability to snap off a little softer and hit that second gear. And now I'm just gonna try to get loose, shoot some game speed shots from about elbow distance, right elbow. I'm just gonna step into them, self pass, get a good left, right, catch and shoot, but I'm doing the touch drill. So I'm gonna miss 5 on the front of the rim. Same thing from the other side, still on the front of the rim. And now I'm gonna go back rim, just moving over a little bit, moving around. You do whatever you want. I like to hit my, you know, general spots, hit my wings, hit my corners, back rim. Stay in mid-range distance. Still count that, it went in, but it did hit the back of the rim first. Moving to 5 all net makes, going to the corner now. With all net makes, I really don't try to do anything different. I don't try to add much more arc to it. I just try to really adjust that wrist and just feel it, you know, to ask yourself to make, you know, 5 all nets off of a catch and shoot. It's a lot to ask. It's not like you are shooting bad shots if they're not going in on net, catching some rim. So I don't try to do a whole lot. I don't put a bunch of arc on it or something. Just keep shooting the ball and just keep trying to really feel the speed of that wrist. There we go. Okay, other side, same thing. There we go. So when I'm getting through those, you know, I'm really just focused on my grip of the basketball. I know some people out there don't subscribe to that. I just 100% subscribe to it for my own shot, but also, you know, I'm in year 11 of running this academy, you're talking about thousands of kids, the proof is in the pudding for me. So I don't care how you shoot the basketball as long as it goes in. So for me, as I saw over the years, when you make a kid grip the basketball in the fingers rather than the palms, just like when they dribble it, right? Why do we dribble it that way? Because you wouldn't have a lot of control if you dribbled it like this. You got to space that hand out and essentially grab the ball with the fingers. Same thing with shooting. The proof is just in the pudding. Just have the kids do it, and you kind of quickly see a big difference. But for me, especially like trying to make all net shots and have some touch, your feel is in your fingertips, right? So that's really what I'm trying to focus on. I'm just trying to focus on solid grip, not snow coning it, but having some good space in between the palm and the ball. And that allows me to really feel how it's coming off my fingers and be able to control those speeds. So, that's kind of the key to making the all net shots. The better your grip is and the more you can feel, the more you can be that precise to make it all net. Okay, so now I'm gonna go through these one after another. I'm gonna miss one front rim, back rim, all net, but I'm coming off the dribble, coming off full speed. You can do whatever you want. I'm gonna go through the basics of in and outs, crossovers, and between the legs, and then maybe combo them together, and I'll get my shots that way. I'm gonna just change up my move going left, but same thing, front, back, middle. Getting the ball on the lace off my pickup is like more than half the battle. It's so hard to do because you're going full speed, but if I can get that thing on the lace, I got a good chance. On the lace, made it. I'll start with between over here. That counts. It hit the back rim first. I count it. Now it's all net. I'll combo this. I'm gonna go between cross. I'll put it all together. Put all three moves together. In and out, between cross, going this way. But I crossed. Since I crossed and went left on that side, I want to cross the other way. So I'll start with the right hand. In and out, between cross, left, right, pull, front, back, middle. Handle, got to get better. Side note, if I miss left and right, I don't count it. Like, that one was a little left and long. That one I would count, but like straight up left rim, I don't count in short or long. I just do it again. Nope, piece of the rim. There we go. Okay, now I just want to get catch and shoot threes, 3-point distance, but all net makes, just two of them. Just two all net makes from each corner. And these could take a while. And for me, making threes, full speed threes, all net, for me is actually all about my feet. But that's because I have a good foundation of my hands and all that. But so if you're a kid, player who has a good foundation with their hands and your form, it's usually your feet that will make you shoot good or bad at full speed at that point. And for me, even when I'm shooting a standstill with no side-to-side movement, for me, it's all about wide. I'm a big believer in that. We teach that here a lot. It's wide feet. When you go narrow feet, unless you're going really slow and have a lot of time to get it off, I just don't think it keeps you as consistent. And it's for general term, I would say balance. It just gives you more balance. But I think it's deeper than that. I think it's more about rhythm. And for me, I'd rather have good rhythm than good balance. I'll make more shots with more rhythm because rhythm gives you feel. So even if I have good feel and good rhythm and I'm off balance, I still got a chance to make the shot. For me, getting my feet wider puts me in like a seated, bouncy position. It just promotes a sit. Even if it's not a big sit, even if it's a small bend, it's still a rhythmic bend though. It's still bouncy. And now don't get me wrong, there are some kids, not many, But there are some people who are flat out better stand still, like no movement shooters, like who would really like to catch the ball with not a lot of feet movement like this and set up and shoot it. There are people who shoot better that way. But for what I've seen, rhythm is usually the key. Even if somebody doesn't jump high on the shot, the rhythm of how you sit in and come out gives you a lot more feel. So that's usually what I'm focused on. Like when I'm like, all right, I gotta make these all nets. I've missed 6 in a row. It usually goes back to my feet, my wider feet and good rhythm. Okay, now I want to run now. I want to have to run and get a catch and shoot. So I'm going to run and then go through my 3-point catch and shoots of front, back, middle. So try to just go right down the line. Miss one front, miss one back, get it all net. And obviously when you're by yourself, I'm going to take the ball with me. So I'll run with the ball and then I'll throw it out early so that I have time to come into it like I'm catching a pass from a teammate. This is all cardio, man, because it's so much leg work. Got it. I've always been better curving to my left, so I feel a lot better about these. Yeah, consistent, man. 34 years old. It's like some things never go away. I'm just better going left. Okay, so now that I did all my touch is locked in, I'm good and warm. I'm gonna do call shot now. So here I wanna get creative. I advise you to get creative in this workout. Do whatever you need to work on that pertains to your game. Meaning like if your team does a lot of ball screens, come off of like some ball screens action to do it. If you get a lot of off-ball screens, do that. If you're a one-on-one ISO guy, do that. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go triple threat and try to get some quick hitters off the dribble. That's probably the best part of my scoring game. So I wanna get my, I'm gonna do my call shots off of that stuff. And the things I can call, it's hard because it's really a mental thing that you're working. Like, you're just trying to get your mind under a lot of stress when you're having to go full speed and get good results, because the hard part of the drill is the shooting is not the hard part. Making shots is not the hard part. The hard part is calling the correct thing. So what you could call is short, long, left, right, or in. And obviously the more that I guess wrong, it's not good. So, you know, there's no necessary, not necessarily a measurement for how good you're doing in the drill. It's just how well you know your shot. It's more of a self-check. And probably just get about 5 or 6 makes. I just want to get through different variations of options right here. So I went rip and go, now I'll go jab and go. Short. Now if I miss, I'm gonna shoot that same one again. And, it's a tough shot. This is a mellow right here. In. Long. Okay, now I gotta get a make. Calling them right, but all misses. In. Legs are on fire. So now I'm in game speed. Short. As you get tired, your field gets worse. So that's why this drill is great. And it's great to call them out correctly. But at the end of the day, you want to make them. Short. Tells you I'm tired. All of these are going to be off of triple threat hang dribble. We call that a hang dribble. So I get to triple threat, but then put it down and get that momentum hop to make my read, make the defender guess. And then after that, it's a straight read. For right now, I want to put it in handle. I want to really put the stress on my legs, work on the conditioning. just did that. In. In. Put the D rows, double tap in. In. Make the last one tough. In. Okay, so my last drill before free throws, I'm gonna do call shot again. These are all off the down screen. So I'm starting here, I'm getting a little down screen. It's kind of in the middle, so it's not like it's all the way down. I'll move it down a little bit. But I want to try to make shots on all my reads. And you'll see all my reads here. But and try to call the shot as I'm going through them. First one will be a curl. Defender trails me, so I curl it. Again, when you're at home, you got to just hold your ball. Hold your ball, throw your pass. You got to take your little hesitation before the screen. So get to here, throw your pass. It may not be as perfectly realistic as your game. For a curl, actually, I'm going to try to throw it on this side of the defender. It's tough. You gotta get creative. In. Next one is when the defender gets stuck. So I'm just gonna go right behind it, shoot a three. Left. Oh, got away with it. It was left. Left in though. Defender jumps it, so I'm gonna fade it. Other one I could put in is if I catch it off of the screen and then he happened to recover real quick, then it's a one-on-one situation. So that would go into triple threat score or hang dribble score. So I'll just go hang dribble knockdown. In. You'll see right now, my feet are getting sloppy on my finishes. I'm kind of all over the place. It's not gonna lie, just straight fatigue. I'm out of shape and I got a bum wheel. So I do not advocate for that. If you can, stay in it, stay solid all the way through. Trust me, you will make more shots in your games. But so that's a flaw. So it's something I gotta try to focus on. In. I'm also, because I'm tired, I'm not elevating as much on my shot. So it's less legs. So that means I need a little bit more snap. And that is an important piece. What could make me better than the next shooter who doesn't do the touch drill and doesn't do call shot and can't fully tell you exactly why they're missing every time, I'd be better than that guy, because when he gets tired and his legs are tired, he can't make the adjustment with his snap. Not his arms, but his snap up at the top, or vice versa. He gets stuck, so I shoot it behind it. In. Ah, it's a little long and left. Left. Right. Got away with it, but I overcompensated. I fixed a mistake. All right, fade. Left. Oh, in. Okay, last one. Get stuck behind it, but then recovers. Put it on the floor. Hang, dribble, shoot. In. Free throws, I like to end on 10 makes, 10 in a row. So yeah, again, just going through my touch and then call shot. So my touch and my feel to understand what's going on with my shot. Those two things are huge. They are in what we consider shooting details. It's something that needs to be maintained constantly. And you basically can't be good enough at it. The better you get at it, the more you'll be able to correct your shots when things go bad in the games.